I can't tell you how many times a week I come home and my 8-year-old daughter's on the couch reading, the third or whatever book of the Wing Feather Saga, just engulfed in what she's experiencing, and they just love it. They're so excited about the TV series that when we watch the animatics for the first time, and these are just drawings and voiceovers, they were all sitting there through almost all 6 episodes in one sitting, and they just like, hey, I want to see more.
Hi.
Hello.
You're Jordan Harmon.
Yes.
You are the co-founder and president of Angel Studios.
Yep.
Tell me about Angel Studios. For those who don't know, what is it and what's the mission?
Yeah, so we're a film studio that our mission is to tell stories that amplify light. We define that as whatever is lovely, true, honest, noble, worthy of praise. Those principles, we want those permeated throughout the world and in the stories. And content really lives upstream from culture. Mm-hmm. So the content that's made today, predominantly, will be what our culture predominantly looks like in 20 years. And so Angel Studios, obviously with The Chosen and Dry Bar Comedy, now Wing Feather Saga and many other TV series that we have coming out, we are so excited to tell these stories of incredible values that we believe will permeate and help the world for better.
Yes. Tell me about the Wing Feather Saga. What do you hope people will take away from it?
I really hope that people watch the Wing Feather Saga and first enjoy it, right? Entertainment's first, and then, the values need to be interwoven in a way that's just beautiful and seamless. If you put the message as the only important thing and you don't entertain, your message doesn't make nearly as much impact around the world. And so I want people to be entertained, but I would also love for people to walk away and realize that we're so much more powerful and strong as a family unit together than we are separate. And so watching this family with all their unique gifts and their unique experiences, them taking those gifts and overcoming the trials that they go through, I think it's going to be a really meaningful experience for parents and families alike.
Well, that was my next question. Who's your audience? And so it's families?
100%. When you look at, the Wing Feather Saga is really going to be probably a little heavy for the 1 or 2-year-olds, a little scary. But when you get these parents who have teenagers or middle school kids and maybe 8, 9, 10-year-olds that really want a compelling story that's fun and entertaining, but maybe a little intense, this is that story. But it's done in a way that's so redemptive and so beautiful. People are going to walk away feeling uplifted and excited about the world and wanting to take on more and more in their life and challenges they have.
Can you explain a little bit about that redemption that you're talking about?
Yeah, when you look at the Wing Feather Saga, and I don't want to give too many spoilers away, in book 1 and 2, there's this incredible story arc with some of the characters that shows them going through the experience of figuring out who they are, what gifts they bring to the table, and what those mean for the bigger picture and for their family. And as they go through those story arcs, you really can identify with them and say, I went through that in my life. What are my gifts? What are the things that I bring to my family and to the society as a whole? And it doesn't have to be huge. It doesn't have to be this, massive impact on, but it can just be in the 4 walls of our own home, making a difference there.
What do your kids think about it?
Oh, my kids, they love the Wing Feather Saga. We read it I have 5 kids. 4 of them, we read it to them, and then my oldest daughter, she's 8, she's pounding through them ahead of us. So we love the books. They're so enriching, and it's just fun to come home and at night. I can't tell you how many times a week I come home and my 8-year-old daughter's on the couch reading, the third or whatever book of the Wing Feather Saga, just engulfed in what she's experiencing, and they just love it. They're so excited about the TV series that when we watch the animatics for the first time, and these are just drawings and voiceovers, they were all sitting there through almost all 6 episodes in one sitting, and they just like, hey, I want to see more. And so it's very exciting.
Can you talk a little bit about the crowdfunding, the success of that, and as compared to maybe other crowdfunded series? Yeah,
so when we did the Wing Feathers crowdfund, it was the fastest crowdfund we'd ever done. $5 million, and at least for an original content piece, was $5 million for in less than 20 days. And so it was so validating that the creators who believed in this project were validated and that they were right. The audience did want it. And it was very validating because we had done the crowdfund for The Chosen and people were really excited about that. And we'd done a few other crowdfunds that were meaningful, but this was kind of a big splash into the fantasy world and into animation. And it showed the world that the crowdfunding model doesn't just work for faith content, it works for fantasy and it works for many other genres. And so it's just an incredibly powerful model to allow the community, the fans, to come in and say, not only do we want to own a piece of this, so we could potentially even reap some of the awards with the creators and Angel Studios, but we also want to be the ones to get to decide if this gets made. And that's really powerful.
Yes. What do you want people to experience when they watch this series?
I think the thing I most want people to experience is I want them to experience the feelings of coming out of watching this TV series, feeling like they were uplifted and that they're a better person for watching it. And I want them to experience the desire to share it and to talk to their friends and family and share it throughout the world.
And how can people watch it?
So obviously, Angel, we have our Angel app that you can download, and you can watch the Wingfeather Saga and our many other TV series that are both being produced. And you can even join our Angel Guild, which allows you to be a part of the green lighting and the rating of the future TV series that are coming down and decide which one gets made next.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Jordan, for letting us stop by and talk to you about Wingfeather Saga.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Thank you.